Welcome to U.S. Update Center. We are tracking a major and highly consequential breaking news story this hour. President Trump has just issued a new wave of federal pardons, including one for former New York City Mayor and personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani. The news comes from Ed Martin, the United States pardon attorney, who confirmed that these pardons are full, complete, and unconditional, covering any and all federal conduct related to efforts to challenge the 2020 election results. Now, we're talking about a move that directly impacts some of the most prominent figures in the post-election legal battles. Specifically, the pardon list is confirmed to include Rudy Giuliani, who led many of the legal challenges, and others like former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and legal strategists John Eastman and Kenneth Chesebro. So what does a federal pardon actually do? It's important to understand the scope here. A presidential pardon grants legal forgiveness for federal crimes. It does not erase the historical fact that the crime occurred, but it prevents the individual from being prosecuted federally. Crucially, these pardons do not apply to state-level charges. This is key. For example, Rudy Giuliani and others still face significant prosecution in the Fulton County, Georgia, election interference case, which is a state matter. The president has no power to stop that. In short, while these figures are now protected from federal charges, their legal exposure in states like Georgia and Arizona remains a very active threat. The reaction to this move has been swift and severe. Democrats are calling this a clear effort to obstruct justice and reward political loyalty, saying it proves the original efforts were criminal in nature. Meanwhile, Republican allies of the president are defending the move, citing the need for unity and the end of what they call political persecution. The political fallout is already massive. Critics argue the timing, just months after the president's re-election, is a sign of the administration settling old scores and undermining the rule of law. Defenders say these individuals were wrongly targeted for giving legal advice and are now receiving justice. The next big hurdle is the Georgia case. It will now take center stage as the main legal challenge to the former president's allies. We will be watching closely to see if the state prosecution team adjusts its strategy now that the federal threat is off the table for these key individuals. This is a rapidly developing story with major implications for U.S. politics and the legal system. We'll continue to track every development. Let us know in the comments below. What do you think about the timing and nature of these pardons? Hit the like button, subscribe for the most trusted updates.